Hey, Wake Forest parents, Coach Nutley here. I've got to kind of combine our second workout and our third workout. Sorry I didn't get the second workout, but got busy and then it rained, and so I just couldn't get it there. But here's what we did last Saturday. Okay, we did a couple more. I got them moving, dribbling. So the dribble drills that I gave them a couple of them. Okay, one is what we call our drummer drill. Simply, you're going to sit on the floor. You're going to use your fingertip. You're going to use your fingers, your four fingers, and you're just going to pound the ball and try to go as low as you can go and as fast as you can go. You want your fingers on top of the ball. A lot of players start getting their fingers behind the ball or they start slapping it. You just want those four fingers going as fast as they can. And that's called drummer drill. The next one is called piano, where we use each individual finger. So you'll start off with your index finger. You just alternate. Then you'll go to your middle finger, go to your ring finger, and then you go to your pinky, and then you go to your thumb. Then you just start alternating, moving them one at a time. And that's called piano. Then the next one is you're going to take the ball, you're going to have a small dribble here, and now I'm going to go under my right leg. So I'm going to raise my right leg and go under. You want to keep your leg as straight as possible. Then you go under. Now it's in my left hand. So now I do the exact same thing. Raise it up, go under, and I'm just going back and forth. We also learned that communication is the #1 skill in basketball and life. An example I gave the players was when their next birthday comes around, they are to say nothing to anybody about what they want, and let's see if they get what they want. That's how important communication is. Those were the dribble skills I gave them on Saturday. Okay, last night we went over footwork, rips, pivoting, and ripping the ball. Okay, every time they catch a pass, it is going to require footwork. The game of basketball starts in two places: a body position and a footwork. The first footwork we went with was called a straight left footwork. It is simply, I'm in my athletic position, left, right. I am stepping straight ahead. Okay, it is like a pass coming out of the paint, coming out to me as a shooter. I'll step left, right into my shot. My left foot is my pivot foot because it is the first foot to hit the floor after I catch the ball. So that established my pivot foot. So we went straight left, we went straight right, because we got to be able to work both feet. Then the next one we worked on was called an inside pivot. It's if I'm on the perimeter of the basketball court and I'm running to the ball. Okay, I'm going to take my inside foot and I'm going to point it, step it, and point it to the rim, and then I'm going to make my pivot as I catch it. So it'd be me catching the ball here, pivoting here. And it's called an inside pivot because we're using the foot closest to the basket. So we got left inside pivot, then we did right inside pivot. Now you just simply were here, okay? You can have them jog in place, left, right, left. Then you go the other way, jog in place, right, left, right. So that was the 4 pivots that we gave them, and now we gave them rips. Rips is moving the ball, okay? It is simply moving the ball on parts of your body, okay? Simply this. We gave them 5 of them last night, 4 of them last night. We had high rip, which is we're just wiping our forehead with the ball. Through rip goes underneath our chin. Okay, just simply goes through our chin. Our low rip is going to go across our knees. So we got low rip. And then we got our diagonals, where I can diagonal high, so I can take it from my shoulder to my hip, and I can diagonal up, where I take it up. Okay, those are our rips. Now we combine our rips and pivots. Okay, and like I told them last night, I cannot rip the ball without pivoting. Okay, I cannot stand there and just swing the ball around. I must pivot while I rip it. The next thing is 5 points of the body. We're going to, when we hold the ball, we're going to hold the ball in 5 points. Okay? Our first point is like we're going to shoot it. Okay, our shot preparation like we're going to shoot the ball. That's one. Our next one is our right shoulder. We want our right hand behind the ball and our left hand in front, and we want our 4 fingers to be pointing, we want our 8 fingers to be pointed to the ceiling. So it's like this. Yes, we want to elbow up. So I got my right shoulder, left hip, right hip. Those are the 5 points in our body where we can hold the ball. The 2 places we cannot hold it. One is our belly button. We call this community property. It means community's going to come along and take it if I hold it on my belly button. Or 2, above my head. Okay, because then the defense is just going to get up my face and I'm going to end up turning away from the defense. Okay, so we don't want to put it on our belly button or put it above our head. So now we took our rips and pivots. So we went straight left, which left is our pivot foot. Okay, it's like a clock. This is the middle of a clock. 12 o'clock's in front of me. My right foot's at 3 o'clock. I'm going to move my right foot to 12 o'clock. That is called a quarter pivot. 15 minutes in an hour is a quarter. That's where we get quarter pivot. So it's a quarter front pivot because I'm moving my foot in front. So quarter front. Okay, our next pivot is a reverse. So the next pivot I do is a quarter reverse. I just take it from 12 o'clock back to 3. And now a reverse pivot. Okay, that's a reverse. If we're going away, we call it reverse. Reverse, front. Reverse, front. And when you're doing it at home, you can keep them doing front. Another quarter front. Another quarter front. Another quarter front. Okay, I can do a half front. Do a half reverse. Okay, now we take all this stuff and we put it together. So I'm in my athletic position, straight left, and now I'm telling them. Okay, quarter front, high rip. Quarter reverse, high, through rip. Quarter front, diagonal rip. Quarter reverse, low rip. Then once I do 3 or 4, then we're going to get back, and now we're going to go straight right, and now I'm calling out the pivots and the type of rips. The better we get, I can go faster. Quarter front high, quarter reverse low. So I can start moving it faster. Then I do the exact same thing with our inside pivot. So I got it here. We're going to make an inside pivot, so it's right, left, right, and now I'm calling out the pivots and rips. And then I do the other direction. Okay? So that's our rips and pivots. Rips and pivots are very, very important because it allows us to keep the defense off of us while we have the ball. Okay, it's one of my, I told them last night, it's one of the most important things I can teach you is rips and pivots. So that's been our last 2 sessions. We talked about last night in our session about this should be the toughest, strongest part of your body, your brain. Okay, that's where we have to be tough. That's where we've got to be strong so we can focus and we can learn better. Our brain has to be the strongest part of our body. We look forward to seeing everybody Saturday.